Hello dears, good morning to all. Welcome to biology class. So we completed the first part of the chapter, that is asexual reproduction methods. Next we are going to study about the sexual reproduction in plants and also animals. So do you know what we studied what are the major differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So in case of sexual reproduction, it is a multiplication or production of young ones through the process of fusion of male and female gametes. Okay. Here, two parents are involved. Both parents are involved in the production of young ones because the young ones are formed by the fusion of male and female gametes. The male gamete or the male germ cell and the female gamete or the female germ cell. These two fuses to form a single-celled structure called a zygote. The zygote develops into a new one. So what is the name of this fusion of male and female gametes that we studied in lower classes? That is a process called fertilization. Fertilization is the fusion of male and female gamete to produce the zygote. So can you say what will be the advantages of this sexual reproduction over asexual reproduction? We studied that in case of asexual reproduction, the young ones are the exact copies of their parents. So what are the good qualities that are present in the parents? All the good qualities will be there in the young ones. And what are the bad qualities are there? All these bad qualities are also just transmitted to the parents. There is no variations. In case of asexual reproduction, the young ones are the same and there is no variation. Okay. But here one advantage is the young ones are not exact copies. Genetically they are not identical. Because of that, the young ones are showing a number of variations than the parents. We know that variations ensures the survival of the new ones. Okay, those animals with the good variations, they are getting the survival advantage. That is the basis of evolution that we will study. Okay. Here the genes of both father and mother, they are mixing in different combinations. So all the offsprings is the term that we are using for M1s. Okay. So all the offsprings have genetic variations. Thus, the sexual reproduction results in greater variety in population. And another point that we studied, the sexual reproduction ensures the survival of species in a population. Okay. And the another advantage, the newly formed individual has characteristics of both the parents, not a single parent. So two parents are there. So two characters from the two parents are inherited, that we can see in the young ones. Okay, and also the variations are more viable in sexual reproduction. Okay. The sexual reproduction brings a lot of variations which results in the formation of new species. Production of new species also because of the variations. So all these are the advantages of sexual reproduction. And we studied one of the major differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. That is a mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is a type of cell division that is usually happening among or in association with the asexual reproduction, and meiosis is a type of cell division that is usually happening among this sexual reproduction. So during mitosis, the chromosome number of the parent cell remains constant. There is no change in the chromosome number of the parent during mitotic type of cell division. Whereas during meiotic type of cell division, the chromosome number is reduced to half. Okay, so meiosis is a type of cell division associated with the sexual reproduction. So during meiosis, the chromosome number gets reduced to half. That means male is producing sperms and the female is producing eggs, that we know. So male can produce half this sperms with half number of chromosomes. The sperms are always haploid. Haploid sperms. Haploid means half number of chromosome. Haploid cells are usually produced by the meiotic type of cell division. So meiosis is the type of cell division that's usually exhibited at the time of reproduction. Reproductive cells are only showing this meiosis. All other body organs and all other body cells are showing mitosis. So what is the difference between these two? During meiosis, the parental chromosome gets reduced to half. So half will be there in the sperm and half like that female also producing the eggs with the half number of chromosomes. So by the fusion of this two sperm and egg, the chromosome number in zygote, which will becomes the same number of the parents. Okay, so which ensures the stability of this chromosome number, or which can keeps the chromosome number as constant in successive generations. So if there is no such kind of this replication of the chromosome, what will be there? There will be an increase in the chromosome number of successive generation. So to reduce this, God itself made an arrangement there. What is arrangement? At the time of production of gametes, the chromosome number is reduced to half. This kind of gametes are called haploid gametes. Sperm is haploid, egg is also haploid. Okay, all other cells are diploid. Diploid means the chromosome with the full number of chromosomes. Okay, full set of chromosomes. So as in simple way, we can say that haploid is the unpaired chromosome, whereas diploid is the paired chromosome. Okay, so we have to first of all we have to study about the sexual reproduction in plants. So we know that flowers are the reproductive parts of the plant. About the parts of the flower that we already know, again we can discuss a little about the parts of the flower. So what are the major parts of a flower? The outermost part of the flower, that is the calyx. Calyx, or which is made up of green colored sepals. Okay, so some of the flowers, they show fused sepals. Calyx, that is a fused calyx. Some others are showing free sepals, that is a free calyx. What is the main function of this calyx? Calyx can protect all other inner parts of the flower, especially during bud condition. Because of this green color, the calyx is able to engage in photosynthesis. The second part of the flower, or second important part of the flower, that is a corolla. Corolla consists of colored petals, variously colored, and this corolla is being colored with a good fragrance which can attract insects and others for pollination. Inside of this calyx, after this calyx and corolla, we can see the innermost part of the flower, that is the essential ovals or essential parts of the flower, that is the androecium and gynoecium. Androecium is the male reproductive organ of the flower. Gynoecium is the female reproductive organ of the flower. Androecium consists of a collection, a union of stamens. Stamens is the male reproductive part. Okay, stamen that we studied. A stamen has two important parts. What are they? A long filament and an upper sac-like structure called anther. Inside in the anther, a number of small powder-like structures are there. These are called pollen grains. So these pollen grains are the male gametes. Okay, what is the male gamete? Pollen grains are the male gametes. Like that, the female reproductive part, the gynoecium, consists of a single pistil or carpel. Okay, it has three important parts. What are they? There is a basal swollen ovary, then a middle long style, and an upper sticky part called a stigma. Okay, at the center, when we are cutting this ovary through the center, we can see inside in the ovary a large number of small bead-like structures are there. These bead-like structures are called ovules. These ovules are the female gametes. So these are the four important parts. Calyx and corolla, these are the non-essential parts of a flower. Androecium and gynoecium, or stamens and pistil, that is the essential parts of the flower. So from next class onwards, we will study about the pollination and fertilization. Okay.